Okay, so here's the deal, is when you think of the core, I'm going to name off some muscles that people think of the core. The first thing is the rectus abdominis, the first thing that people think of when they talk about the core. And the rectus abdominis is what people think of when you think of a six-pack. So if you have low percent body fat and you exercise your rectus abdominis, that's the muscle that pops out as a six-pack. Then you have what people call the obliques, and what most people don't know is there's actually two obliques. There's an external oblique and an internal oblique, and they go crossways. So what happens is you end up having the obliques going in one direction and then obliques going at 45 degrees to that. Those are the two obliques. Then you have a transverse abdominis muscle. Then you have the psoas muscle, which actually is a muscle in the back, and it goes to the hips. Then you have an iliacus muscle. Those are the muscles generally in the front of the body that most people work out, but they actually are very far away from the lower back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do and do them in a technique that actually affects the back muscles. So when we talk about the back muscles, first of all, most people talk about the erector spinae. The erector spinae consists of three separate muscles, and those are the spinalis, the longissimus, and the iliocostalis. Now you don't need to know what those are, but essentially just to show you that there's more muscles than actually just one set of muscles in the erector spinae. Then you actually have the latissimus dorsi. That's the largest muscle of the core. That's a muscle that connects to from your shoulder, the front of your shoulder. It connects to half of your middle back, all of your lower back, as well as the pelvis. You have the gluteus medius, you have the gluteus minimus, you have the gluteus maximus, which everybody knows what that is, and you have the hamstring muscles and the adductor muscles on the inside of the thigh. What you're going to do is you're going to use a pull-up bar, and all you have to do is hold on to the pull-up bar and hang at first, just to see what exactly we're going to show you. Now right now I'm doing a full hang. What you want to do in order to use your latissimus dorsi is keeping your elbows straight. You're not going to bend your elbows. You're simply going to pull up just like this. And you can see that I'm actually raising my torso on the fixed elbows. So if you're not used to doing pull-ups, that's the first thing you're going to do in order to actually strengthen the latissimus dorsi. So just hang from the bar, and then you're going to raise up, hold it, and then slowly lower down. And then you're going to raise up, hold it, and slowly lower down. That's the first step of doing a pull-up. Now most people, when they do a pull-up, what happens is they get a lot of shoulder pain, and the reason why is because they start from the hanging position, and then as they pull up, they keep their shoulders up high. That creates a tremendous amount of impingement. It totally destroys your rotator cuff, and it just doesn't work. You don't get the effects of the pull-up. The second thing that you're going to do is, in this position, when you're doing this movement here, you are going to arch your back. So if your back is straight right now, what you want to do, if you could see my back, is you're going to create a crease in your lower back, just like that. You're going to actually arch your back and lift your chest up. What you're going to do is you're not going to pull up to your chin, you're going to pull up to your chest right above the nipple line. So the proper pull-up is going to look like that, and then go down, okay? So in order to affect the erector spinae as well as the latissimus dorsi, you're going to arch your back, you're going to pull up to the chest line, and that's going to be the greatest way to do a pull-up without impinging the shoulder, and actually you're going to be strengthening the spinal muscles that correct these spinal pains. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave the questions or comments down below. I do read them. I'd be happy to answer your question. And hopefully this helps you with figuring out how to do a pull-up to strengthen your lower back.